Hello everyone, welcome back to Mordor. It appears that we are diving headfirst into a massive assault. This kind of puts a kink in our plans, a wrench into the gears of our machinations, if you will, to move Dundeth north, is what I'm saying. Anyway, we've been attacked outside Minas Tirith by this massive Gondorian force. First of all, we've got Captain Arasuil here, of 670 men. It's just a few units. They've got a ballista, however, which is slightly worrying. But then they are reinforced by Captain Borvin, who has 2,000 men at his command, and it is mostly professional troops: Gondor infantry, Citadel Guard, and Gondor archers. It appears that none of them are really... They're not rocking the plate armor, but they do have 2 trebuchets, which will be slightly odd. And you know what? They don't have much cavalry, which is odd for Gondor. Usually they have at least, 1 or 2... maybe 3 good units of cavalry, but they only have this 1 unit of cavalry militia. So it is possible that we will get cavalry superiority in this battle due to Dundeth's undead horses, I guess. Those 2 armies are even further reinforced by Captain Isnir, just a unit of Fountain Guard, which is not great. Look at this balance of power. Army strength ratio 4-5, which is not bad at all. We have a slight manpower advantage, and also the Gondorians, they do not have a general, so we may be able to get a mass rout. If we can rout some of these militia units in and amongst these Gondorian infantry units, then we may be able to rout them all. And also they're coming piecemeal, so we may be able to decimate their forces before even more arrive. But anyway, I suppose I should just go right in, and you know what, I'll see you on the battle map. Alright, so we are fighting a very defensive battle. I've got a long line drawn. Look at this, holy shit, we are right outside Minas Tirith. Ugh, I didn't realize we were gonna be that close. Very cinematic. But anyway, it appears that all the Gondorians are coming from a good direction. These guys, they've got quite a ways to go yet, so we may be able to eliminate the majority of these troops before they arrive, which would be great. But anyway, I've got my infantry either flank, a long line of spearmen, and of course my missile units in the rear, and then Dundeth right here. And you know what? I'm going to take Dundeth out. We may be able to do some initial skirmishing. There are no archer units here to speak of apart from the ballista, so I may be able to take out that unit without incurring too many losses on Dundeth's unit. But all of these fucking guys are going to enter the range of our orcs any minute now, and they're going to let loose. They're not going to let loose without a second thought. Holy moly, let's see. Some of them can fire even now, and I'm pretty sure there they go. I definitely told them to not use fire arrows, but there they go nonetheless. Dundeth is going to sweep around the rear here and take out that ballista because, ew... It only roasted 4 orcs there with 1 bolt, but holy shit, look at the arrows here. We are trying to fend off these Gondorians as best we can, and you know what? I'm going to deploy my infantry on the right to swing in and take out these fucks. I've got my units of Morning Guard on the flank as well. They can pull back and reinforce the central line if need be at any point, but they're also going to protect my infantry wings from... potential cavalry incursions, because that's what often happens in this sort of formation. It's nothing fancy, for sure, but I do often get charged by cavalry on my flanks. Oh shit, the Fountain Guard is right on the way. Dundeth has taken out these ballistas without a fucking problem, and now we're getting enemy infantry running towards Dundeth. And you know what, I'm gonna have to pull back, and we're gonna charge into the rears of some of these units. Uvatha is gonna head towards these last units on the right here. It's a militia unit. I'm sure Uvatha can break them, no problem. And I could probably pull these units behind the line. They don't need to be out and about. I'm going to get these orc raiders to form a secondary line just to intercept those Gondor militia when they arrive. They're charging after Dundeth as if their lives depended on it. That Fountain Guard, they're making their way to our lines right away. I may intercept with my Morning Guard. They may be a better counter to the Fountain Guard. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to form a line like this and then get all my archers to let loose on those fucking guys. There we go. Whoa, what's going on here? So the Gondorians have routed. Oh, the ballistas are still operational. Okay, alright, my right wing has routed all of the enemy infantry, and Uvatha has succeeded on the left. So I could probably pull my infantry wing right here. Look at that. We're gonna box in these Fountain Guards, and there's nowhere they can go. Gonna get my Morning Guard to intercept before the Orc bands. I think the Fountain Guard would just chop right through my Orc band, and I really don't want to have to pull them back. Oh shit, Dondeth has been intercepted by some Axemen. Okay, I hear some death rattles here. And look at this, we got even more Gondorians on their way to fuck up Dondeth. It appears that these units did not rout nearly as much as I thought they did, but there you go. My archers have let loose a tiny bit, but they're not quick enough. My units are heavily embroiled in this combat already. And there we go. Okay, we have successfully disengaged Dondeth from this combat, but now we can wipe out these spearmen, I believe. There we go. Now we've got some axemen who can be matched by my maulers. Okay, never mind, my orc raiders are in the way, but I'll bring my maulers around the flank, no problem. These Fountain Guard are holding strong. They've only lost about 20 men, and I'm not doing so hot. I've already lost only 6% of my army, which is, you know, not substantial, but still. I am losing quite a... Oh my god, these ballistas will just not die. Let's see. Who is firing these ballistas? No one. What the fuck? Okay, Uvatha can handle those guys. I'm gonna get Dondeth to fire. Oh, there they are. They're getting a few arrows from my troops right away, which sucks for them. But we have encircled those Fountain Guard. Who builds a wall out here? This is... Like, what are you fencing in at this point? There's nothing... Anyway, I'm getting off track here. We need to pay attention to this conflict. My archers continue to fire into the fray, and that is a bit annoying. But we are going to... There we go. We've routed the Axemen, and... Let's see. Those guys have routed... Okay, these two units can retreat behind the lines. There we are. And Uvatha as well. And we'll get Dondeth to mop up. I think finally we have routed those last few units, and now we can actually focus on countering this army. It's this massive infantry army, just big fat blocks of Gondorian infantry. And of course, one unit of cavalry, which, like I said earlier, is not a big deal. Oh! Dondeth has just flattened one of the captains right there. Damn sexy of him. Right. Let's see. Where are those Fountain Guard at? Oh my god, there's 70 of them left. My orc bands are taking some serious losses here. I'm going to pull back the orc band. Hopefully I don't have to retrain too many units before I begin the assault in the north. We just got to crack this Fountain Guard, and then we can move on. What are they doing? They're trying to attack my orc raiders and trying to disengage from my other two units, which is very odd. They should just give up now. There's only 50 of them and literally hundreds of us. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. They just marched straight out of Minas Tirith. Holy shit, these Gondor spearmen are back yet again. They will not take a hint. We need them to disappear. I'm sure they've routed at least 3 times now. I think, anyway. Okay, we are wrapping up the battle on the right flank, and then we can reform our lines permanently. What do we got? Okay, the left flank remains unaffected, basically. Okay, there we go. We have killed the captain of the Fountain Guard now. I'm sure they will rout/fight to the death any sec. No, they're not having it. They are going to continue fighting, no matter what. Okay, Dondeth has been charged by those spearmen because I was not paying attention. But look at that. They only killed 3 Numenorians. Okay, well that's not ideal. Definitely. My mismanagement there has cost me the lives of 3 men. And holy shit, perfect targets here. I can get Dawn Death to assault these Gondor archers. If only the... Oh my fucking Christ. Here we go. We're gonna have to weather the assault of these trebuchets. I may move my formations forward just to quicken that assault. I don't want to have to endure too many of those fucking attacks. Okay. My orc bands misaligned here a little bit. Okay, now Dawn Death is going to sweep around. He's going to attack these Gondor archers. And you know what? I bet you what's going to happen is those trebuchets are going to target Dawn Death. In which case, he's going to be bobbing and weaving like a motherfucker trying to avoid those big, fiery balls of death. Once we assault these archers, I'm sure... Oh my god, that was a fucking laser beam of arrows there. Once we assault these archers, I'm sure we can swing around and take out those trebuchets as well, but we have to break those archers before all this infantry appears, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But what I need to do is actually set fire at will for my archers, because they're still fucking around and not firing at will. Okay, we're going to reform the line here, like so. Get the Morning Guard back on the case, and there we go. Our armies are ready to withstand this assault. We didn't really kill too many of those archers, I don't think. I can't really tell, but look at this. We're going to swing around the flank. I'm going to get a oh, shit. Is this... Oh, it's an orc band. Okay. I'm going to have to reform my line like so. Look at these militiamen are trying to go after Uvatha, but it's not going to go well for them. We're going to charge headlong into them, but away from the infantry body. Uvatha, you need to run, buddy. There we go. Okay. And then we can swing our lefternmost infantry like so. And ta-da! We'll pull the Morning Guard as well. Nice. Okay, we are folding our lines around the Gondorians here. No fucking problem. The right cavalrying, the infantry, the right flank of our infantry is getting demolished by fucking trebuchets. Who'da thunk? And now we have to withstand this assault of infantry on the left, which is not a big deal, but there you go. Uvatha can handle it. Dawn Death, on the other hand, is going to charge into the rears of these cavalry militia, try to rout them, and then we'll handle the trebuchets. Look at this. It appears that the Gondorian infantry is going to try to pierce all of my lines immediately. They are forcing themselves through the center of my lines, but we're going to have to try to break them before that occurs. Oh, my infantry is taking a few losses here. Okay, there we go. Dawn Death has charged. The cavalry militia, they're fighting valiantly, but I don't think they'll last. We'll take out those trebuchets post-haste, and then we can wrap up this battle. They are actually firing right on Uvatha, and I fear for his life at this point. Ooh, someone got roasted there. But I think we'll be fine. I'm going to send one of my orc raiders after those archers, but I'm going to get my maulers involved in this situation right the fuck now. They need to get on the case. Uvatha can probably handle these Gondor militia. And then my raiders, the Citadel Guard, most likely. Dawn Death is just cutting a swan through these cavalry militia. They cannot withstand his assault. There we go. We've killed yet another captain. And, you know, it would be great to charge into the rears of some of these infantry units, but we have yet to break any units, really. We've killed all of the generals available to the Gondorians, and yet they stand strong. Oh, never mind. There goes some militia units, some Gondor infantry. This unit has actually routed through my own lines, and I'm going to send my Morning Guard. Actually, I'm going to send the Orc Band after them. And, oh, it appears that we're getting a bit of a mass rout here, which is great. And this battle is nearly over. We are taking quite a few losses, though, which is unfortunate. That means we're going to have to send quite a few units back to the heart of Mordor, of course. But, you know, it's nothing that we can't handle, nothing that we haven't done, I don't know, umpteen fucking times. Approximately 7 million times have we sent units back to Barad-dûr for retraining, but it appears that it's gonna have to stay that way. Okay, our orc maulers can be used elsewhere. And you know what? They're going to go after some of these units. What do we got? Citadel Guard. That's where our Orc Maulers are needed the most. My Morning Guard can form a line right here and try to intercept as many of these Gondorians as possible. Holy shit. Uvatha can take care of those Citadel Guard as well. Dawndeath has succeeded in routing those cavalry militia, and now he needs to really take out those trebuchets because they are getting on my fucking nerves. They have probably killed more orcs than any of these other units. There goes fucking Uvatha charging into the fray. The Citadel Guard are nearly ready to break. Just very nearly. Gonna get a Nazgul screech on these fucking guys, which apparently has caused infighting. I never noticed that, but there we go. We are making these guys fucking waver, and we'll knock them out soon. Any fucking minute now. So these Gondorians came. They saw they got conquered. Unfortunately, they were not able to kill my orcs, even with superior units. I mean, they had quite a lot of, you know, professional units, and it was just not enough to see off my forces, unfortunately. But we do have to cut down all of these routing units before we can call it a day. I mean, they're going to reform, most definitely, which is a little unfortunate, but here, I'll reform my lines in preparation, grab my archers, etc. And we're fucking ready. We're fucking ready for the second assault any second now. I really need Dawndeath, though. He is taking his fucking time with these trebuchets for sure. These guys are barely armed and they're having a hard... First of all, my question is, why do you need so many men to really handle these trebuchets? I mean, sure, maybe they're the baggage train, the logistics of the situation, but you got 40 men for 2 siege engines. That's a bit ridiculous. But there we go. We've seen off one of the trebuchet crews, and I believe there goes another. But we're going to cut down some of these Gondor spearmen right now. Right fucking now. There we go. Some of these units have already reformed, and my Morning Guard are way the fuck out here. And I'm going to have to pull them back, as well as all of my infantry. There we go. I'll get Dawndeath to rout as many units as possible right now. Let's see. What do we got? We've got 1 million Gondorians on the field routing. We just got to take them down one at a time. But we do have some Gondor militia trying to run down my orc band, which is a little unfortunate. Some Gondorians on the right flank. We'll set our Morning Guard up to brace themselves for that situation. What is this? Gondor spearmen. We got to cut them down. Fuck. I really wish I had more cavalry, of course, but we're Mordor. We can't actually afford horses for some reason. Just Dawndeath. Dawndeath is, in fact, the only one who can afford horses. I'm not sure what that's about, but there you go. We don't even have wargs. I mean, I suppose trolls are supposed to be our cavalry, but still, I mean, it's a serious tactical oversight on the Dark Lord's side, you know what I mean? Cavalry is very, very important, and yet we don't have a single unit. Apart from Dawndeath, of course. But there we go. He has actually flattened one unit there, and we desperately need help over here now. All of our units are going to be overrun by those units that have reformed, which is not great. But we'll get these Gondor archers fucking cut down to size by our own archers any second now. Oh, see, this orc band is going to probably break because they are being overrun and absolutely surrounded by these Gondorians. Not ideal. In the least, not ideal. Okay, we need these orc raiders to intercept those infantry, and then these units can flank. I don't know where my maulers went. Here they are. Way in the rear, where they oh shit, who is this? Oh, it's the Citadel Guard. They are actually chasing the Citadel Guard. Okay, Dawndeath, here we go. We're getting a charge off on those Gondor militia. They've broken already. My orc bands, surprisingly, have stayed strong, and it was the Gondorians that broke. Very, very odd. I did not actually expect that, like, at all. But there we go. I'm sure we're gonna have 1 million prisoners by the end of this, and then hopefully we'll be able to sell them for a nice pretty penny. Hopefully, you know, thousands of doubloons, and we can buy some hunting lodges and whatnot. That would be probably the best thing I can imagine, actually. the best outcome from such a battle. What do we got? Gondor Spearman. Oh my god. Dondeth. You're all over it, buddy. Alright, you know what? I'm going to say this battle is over. I'm going to run down the remaining Gondorians. And I'll see you with the stats, everybody. Holy shit. A heroic victory. We lost 1,300 orcs, but we captured 1,000 Gondorians on top of killing 1,300 as well. So we killed as many men as we lost, but we captured nearly twice that. Not a bad battle. Definitely an expensive battle for Gondor. That was a very expensive army that they just lost. Holy shit. Oh, Nelly. The ransom value is over 6,000, and I bet you they are probably going to reject. I stand corrected. Holy moly. So, Lunduf is trying to adopt Gothmog, which, if I remember correctly, is the name of the orcish commander from Return of the King, I believe. So apparently Lunduf is above that guy. I don't know how that fucking works. Maybe this is Gothmog in, you know, his early years. But regardless of his name / status, we're gonna have to decline. Wow, you know what? I cannot believe that we defeated the Gondorians quite heavily right outside their own fucking city, and then they had to pay all that money to return 1,000 men. Shit. And look at that, we got 6,000 gold coins off that. We are now in the fucking money. I've never seen so much money in my entire fucking life, and I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Is there any sweet shit to build in Barad-dûr? A boar breeder. Boar breeding, is very lucrative, and by lucrative, I mean it's worth 50, which is not really lucrative in the least. I could always build a drill square, get those uruks. Troll breeder, ballista maker, what the fuck? Actually, you know what? I kind of need a ballista maker, so I may build one of them. There we go. On the way to some serious siege works. Little marsh wall, of course, could use some roads, I would say. Not really worth it, but what the fuck? I have so much fucking money right now. Dol Guldur, likewise, could use some... Oh, well, it has a fucking troll cage already being built. Boar breeder, about the same. 50 gold coins, not really worth a lot. A barracks, though, would be great. Get some morning guard up in this bitch. Actually, a boyar would be the best after the troll cage is done. I'm a little suspicious of these Sylvan elves. We brokered peace, and they've got this captain, this big army on the borders now. Maybe they're worried that we're going to invade, which is not really on the table right now. We have to reinforce Dondeth's army here, and let's see. I'm sure we can recruit some units in Barad-dûr, actually. Recruit and retrain some units, and of course, move the units that have been retrained, these 2 units, for example, to Cirith Ungol, our frontier territories, and we could probably train some in our frontier territories as well. Scouts, sure, 1 unit. Some orc raiders and an orc band. Why the fuck not? Karen Dros could use nothing really. I could use some scouts actually. Scouts are always welcome. The Black Gate has quite an army now. This unit needs to be retrained. It's only got 10. It's 10 men short. You know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm sure I said that last time. Henethanoon could actually use a few units, and a Shrine of Melkor. No, they've got 50%. Not bad. I'm not really sure where to blow this money. I may hold on to it for now. Actually, West Osgiliath could always use units. And buildings. Let's see, hold on. Holy shit, West Osgiliath is going full on to the dark side. Oh, here we go, here we go. Here's the money. Right there. Trading. Ooh, so if we build a fairground, we get an additional 3 gold per turn. Gee golly, Miss Molly, I don't know if I can handle that 3 gold per turn. To be fair, though, I don't really know what fairs we would be holding in East Osgiliath, like some sort of Renaissance fair. Is that something that the orcs are into? I'm not sure. Can you imagine a Renaissance fair hosted by orcs? It would be freaking fantastic. A guardhouse, a butchery, a Shrine of Melkor. All of this, none of these are good options. I don't really want to build too many recruiting buildings in the territories outside of Mordor itself, because, like I said, I want to have most of my recruiting going on in Barad-dûr and Minas Morgul, Cirith Ungol, etc. Speaking of, Cirith Ungol can get a bowyer. There we are. And there we go. That's all of our money gone. Our armies are getting stronger by the fucking turn, and we are making more money than I did not think we're going to be doing this well this quickly. But there you go. Oh, I'm off the trail. Here we go. Lunuff is going north. To some weird beaten path. I don't know where the fuck he's going. I could have just gone south, but I definitely did not. We're going to head up here, I suppose, and talk to our allies and see if we can get some sweet deals. I really don't think that's going to happen. Sweet deals? Definitely not. Anyway, I'm going to move Gornag a bit. Scout a little more around the Sylvan territory. See if we can find some... Oh, shit, here we go. Erindalen, another town. Captain Mui Verthen. Ooh. Jesus, those elvish names. Let's see. Minas Tirith is just fucking chock full of assholes now, due to them accepting that ransom. You know what? We could probably use a few more units in Carindros and West Osgiliath whilst we retrain Dondeth. You know what? Actually, we could just take Dondeth right the fuck north right now. We'll just pull some weak units. Actually, I'm just going to merge them. There we go. We've got a few orc bands, some raiders. All of our units seem not too bad now. Definitely need some orc bands or something. I don't know. But we can just head north with Dondeth, and we'll see how it goes up here. I'm sure that that is enough of an army to handle whatever the fuck the Rohirrim have up here. Potentially. But I've got reinforcements on the way via Cirith Ungol, Barad-dûr, and the like. Orc bands, scouts. Very nice. Alright, you know what? I think we're all fucking set for next video. So I may as well end it here. That was quite a battle. Holy shit. We saw off those Gondorian forces, and we earned 1,000,000 golden pieces due to that ransom. And then we promptly blew it. Basically immediately, and I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. No regrets. Okay, anyway, everyone, thank you for watching as usual. I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you next video.